Hey y'all, it's going to be a quick one. Talking about the Wendler 531 program, strength training deload week for bench press. So it's going to be a quick one tonight because it's late. I just wanted to get a quick workout in, even though it's deload week. There are a few reasons to get a bench workout or a workout in, kind of no matter what. And I guess that's one of the things I wanted to talk about today. Is just two things. Two things we're going to talk about is how to make sure to increase your bench at a good rate. One of the keys to making sure that your body is stable enough to do that, to keep progressing, as well as prevent you from getting injured, and also prevent giving you this crazy forward posture, which I am working to correct. Trying to find good light for you guys, so you can see my pretty mug. Second thing is about just why to fucking go work out. Excuse the language. Why to go work out when you're feeling down. So today was not a bad day by any means, but I just was kind of down. Kind of didn't really have like energy to feel good or whatever. I got some stuff done, got some real good studying done. Progressing on the things I'm trying to do, spent some quality time with my wife, and just for whatever reason, still kind of felt like I was in a rut. And it was actually hard to drag my butt into the gym today. So it was just, this video is partially a reminder for all of you who've been there, but also for me, just to say, like, get into the damn gym and feel how much different it's going to be afterwards. Like, I feel great now. Like, I really do feel kind of better than I've felt today. And again, it wasn't a bad day, but there's something about getting a good workout in, getting the endorphins flowing. There's a book that I read, which is mainly for cardio workouts and all that, and like how they affect the brain, but it's called Spark. And if you're interested in like the brain science behind exercise and all that, it is definitely a good one to read. They don't really talk about lifting, but you can get a very similar heart rate response with different weight workouts. So anyway, check it out. It's a good one. And get your workouts in. If for you it's first thing in the morning doing something. I used to have an if nothing else workout that I used to do, which was just push-ups, pull-ups, and air squats. And doing those in a quick circuit really gets the heart pumping, gets the blood flowing, gets the oxygen going, and it's kind of better than coffee in the morning. But yeah, just wanted to say, get that work in. So as it comes to the bench and what I've been focusing on for a long time, and was just wanting to relay here, because a lot of these videos for me is putting into words things that I've internalized a long time ago and have been doing for a long time. So something I came across, especially when it comes to like the Wendler 531 program and the chest workout, strength, bench press workouts for strength training, is you're going to want to balance your push-pull ratio, and you're probably actually going to want to double your pull to your push ratio. So it should be probably 2-to-1 pull versus push for a while. And it's kind of a good baseline to get to, but I have for a long time, I like to push. I like to, I love deadlifts, but I'm talking about activating the lats through full range of motion, as well as rear delts and everything else in the upper body. So pulling those through motion, not just activating. So I am talking about full, joint movement pulls, not just pulls from the ground kind of thing. But we like to work the mirror muscles, stuff that we can see. And so what I was doing for my bench today, and it was deload again, but is rope pull to throat or forehead. So I'll set up a rack, or excuse me, I'm coming down from the workout, and the brain is working very slowly. Feeling good though. cable machine. That's the one. I'll set up on a cable stack. I'll just a little bit, probably at my sternum when I'm standing straight up, and set it up there. And then I'll do kind of a slight squat and pull, a rope up to my forehead. And so we want to get into this motion, elbows as back as possible, leading the pull, and both arms pulling to that position. So it really helps to work the upper back, postural muscles, all that to get you into the right alignment and balance out. So I was doing that between every set of bench, and the irony is I'm studying all this anatomy and I can't even think of the words off the top of my head, so I'm going to probably have to make up for that in tomorrow's video. We'll do a little bit anatomy lesson. But yeah, get those pulls in. Like, normally what I'll do is I will balance all of my bench press work. And this is different from what most powerlifting programs will say, is like, especially if bench is your workout of the day, like they'll say, only do your bench, rest 3 minutes in between, blah blah blah. I won't do the the accessory work when I'm feeling lazy, so I get it in as a superset, and I've always done that. Like, I remember even at powerlifting competitions, I would be doing pull-ups in between my warm-up sets, and people were looking at me like, who is this crazy guy spending all this energy? But I've never lacked for strength in my bench, so no one's ever said anything to me about it. But yeah, it's going against the grain, but it's really, what do you want to prioritize? Where do you want to prioritize your work? And for me, making sure that I have my push and my pull balanced is what keeps me lifting for the long term. It keeps me looking at the longer goal rather than the short-term goal of like, well, if I don't waste the energy, I can get this in. It'll get back to you somewhere. And this has also been something that if I work the opposite side, I'm activating all those muscles as well, and it allows, there's the law of neuromuscular inhibition, I think it is, which you're like, it's why Arnold used to squat in bare feet, right? Like, the cushioning in his shoes or in shoes has you working stabilizers because the cushioning is unstable, right? And so as those muscles are working to stabilize you, it's also shutting off other muscles that are on the opposite opposite nerve channel of those muscles that are activating. So it's the same thing, whereas if you activate your back and your lats, and you get all the opposite muscles, all of your pull muscles involved, you get them activated and then let them relax, it's going to allow you to activate more of your chest, right? I remember there were workouts where people would use a towel and work the erectors in the back of the neck, because it would help with nerve conduction through to chest. So they do that in between benching. So it's like, there are a lot of ways to do it, and a simple way for me is just, either do pull-ups, rows, something. I like the prehab / corrective exercises most, because like, they're good for you, and the more that you get them in, they suck to do on their own. Like, it's hard to do I've gone through the rehab thing, and it's hard to do those individually because it feels like you're not doing a lot. But when you're doing, when you're doing a heavy bench and then you're doing the stuff in between, it's kind of your rest, but it's like you're getting in good work for the long haul. So that's the tip for today, is make sure to focus on balancing your push-pull ratio to the way that works for you. I would suggest, if you don't have anything else laid out, like, do it 2-to-1. And you can do this sometime. So I like to do it on volume if you can, which means you take your sets and reps and your weights, multiply those out, so you get those vanity numbers of, like, I lifted a ton today, right? 95 pounds times, 20 reps, etc. That kind of thing. So you get that number, and then you look at what did you do for pull on the same one. So if it's pull-ups, there are probably better ways to do this, but what I do is I'll just look at body weight, pull-ups, and that's my weight times reps, and work it out that way. Look at it and make sure that number is in line. Anyway, this has been Kellen with Unstoppable Fitness, talking about the Wendler 531 program for deload and bench, talking about getting your push-pull ratios in, and why to work out even when it's a bad day. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Talk to you next time. Have a great one. Give me a like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you on the flip side. Stay strong, stay healthy. Bye.